Morning. Ron, first time garage. It's going to be our third video. This morning I'm going to take out the temperature gauge and go buy a new one when my wife gets back with the car. And let's see what happens. Hopefully that'll take care of some of our problems with the cooling system. We'll see. Just a lot of stuff out here. Okay. But let's see what we can do. Alright. So let's see what we can do here. The things I can think of is it's giving a false reading. So we'll buy a new one today. Hopefully that'll solve our problem. Of course, I can't get to that one right now. We'll see what this one does, and then we'll go from there. But we're gonna have to figure out something with the GT today as well. She won't start. I think it's a dead battery. We'll have to see. It's just a standard. We get a little closer look. Just normal, some coil packs. Nothing really out of the ordinary. But it's my little car. It's nice, clean, very clean, decent interior, short throw shifter. Interior is decent. Car all the way around is nice. As you can see, it's in really good shape. Let me go get the keys and let me see what's up with this thing, okay? Alright, we got the key. Find out in a minute. Guess that answers that, huh? Wife said it wouldn't start. It seems to be running pretty good. Quiet.
You
I think one of the first things we're going to do with this is an oil change. I'm going to have to change the oil in this. It's been a little while. So maybe we'll get to that today. But I don't know if you can hear that, but it sounds to me like the throwout bearing. Might be making a little noise. I don't know. You hear it louder out here. But you can push the clutch in just a little bit and it goes away. So we're going to have to work on that. Maybe next, I don't know. It's only $155,000. I picked it up relatively cheap. What's up? What's that? Oh, a tear. Discs. Disc brakes all the way around. Love this car. It's fast. But it seems to be running pretty damn good right now, huh? Alright. So I guess that's one problem solved. So we're gonna probably change the oil on this today. It's hot though. I mean, it's ridiculously hot here. Needs a wash too. A little dirty. So I guess that brings us back to this. As I said earlier, I bought the lift for it. So it's about 2 weeks before I get that from yesterday, day before. So I'm going to have to wait for that, and we're going to tackle the transmission. Pull that out. We'll actually take a look and see if it's the rear seal or if it's the pan. I don't know. I'm going to have to see what it is when I get underneath it. But right now my first thing is cooling. Is just trying to figure out the cooling on the car. I mean, that's what we need to do first, I think. Got the temperature gauge out, as you saw. coolant in it? Is it the fans? Do I need a clutch fan? Are those little 6-inchers not working properly? I know I got some bad gas in it. I'm gonna have to put that 5 gallons back into it. I'm gonna order the paint booth sometime this week, so we'll have that. I just got to figure out what size. It's got to be at least 12 feet wide, I figure. Maybe 28 feet long, 8 to 10 feet high. And, I think that will fit the car in the booth. I know it'll fit the Nova easily. We can get painting on it. As you can see, I started to do a little bit of some sanding on the Nova. A little bit. I mean, it's not that bad. It's you know, it's the typical spots in these cars that rust. It is a 72. So with the compressor, and I have the little DA sander here, and yes, it is brand new, and yes, it is Harbor Freight, but it can't be that bad, can it? We'll get sanding on it a little bit. I bought some 180s, and I got some 320s to sand it. I did this with a 80 grit just to knock it down a bit and see what's going on. In the curve of the A-pillar, there's some rust in there. And whoever did it obviously just filled it with Bondo. Nah, it's okay, but it's not the best. But we'll get on it, and we'll see what we can do, how much of it we can do. Like I said, first time garage. So a lot of these projects are first time for me. I have no background in working in any garages. Just home maintenance, basic stuff myself, trial and error. Trying to figure out what is the best and how to do it. And I've had some success. When I was younger, 17, I had a 69 Chevelle. Bought it from a friend who spun a bearing. And my father and I rebuilt it. Had a 2-speed power glide in it. We took it out, we put a 350 and 350 turbo, automatic. But I paid $300 for the car. I wish I could find a car like that again for $300. Now they want 8,000 and 10,000. It's just a little ridiculous. Even this was non-running, and it was like $6K. It's okay though. I like it. So now we're just basically waiting on her to get home. Oh, sorry. Waiting for her to get home, and then temperature gauge. I know you're asking why don't I take the Mustang, but no insurance on it right now. So I don't want to drive it without insurance. Not a very good thing to do. So I think I'm going to go to O'Reilly's, buy the parts that I need for today. Change out the thermostat. Did that already. Now temperature gauge, we'll change that out. Rehook it up, start it up, and see where we end up. Hopefully we'll end up with a car that cools itself. I'd like to make it move under its own power today. Even though the tranny is leaking a little ATF. I'm sure there's still some in there, maybe enough just to get a little movement in it. I'm gonna have to move it over a little bit when the lift comes, so that I can lift it up and have some room to do some things. If anybody has any comments or some help that they might be able to give me, a little knowledge would go a long way. So try to help me out here a little bit if you can. We'll be back.